right, hello guys. Let's see, make sure you guys can see me. There we go. For those of you catching the replay, thank you so much. Say hello in the comments or use hashtag replay so I can come say hello. If you are new to me, my name is Tina Marie. I am mindset and success coach for overwhelmed, busy entrepreneurs. And today I wanted to talk about, because it is Mindfulness Mondays, I'd like to talk about all things mindset, all things like mindfulness. And I recently got some bad news. I had to take the weekend off. A couple of our friends are going through a tough time, just lost someone really dear to them. I can't really talk about details, but it hurts my heart to see that with them. And other things that happened with other friends of ours. And then on top of everything that is going on, I needed to take the weekend off to kind of regroup and reassess things. And so I canceled my live on Friday. But I thought this would be an important topic to talk about for Mindfulness Mondays is like, how do we balance life and business when things go wrong in life? And so I'm going to kind of share what helped me get through the weekend and to be able to come back to work. Some of us aren't able to take time off. I know, especially for us business entrepreneurs, when we're the only ones running the business, when life things happened, like a death or any other bad news, it's kind of hard to balance all of that. So I thought I would share that it is okay to take time for yourself. I actually took off all weekend and didn't do any work, which is really hard for me, and just kind of did nothing. The challenge was with this quarantine and kind of COVID, it's like a lot of us can't even go out or too afraid to go out or don't even want to take that chance. So what are some things that you can do within your household to take your mind off of things and really still enjoy a good time? So even though things were limited, the things that I did this weekend were I just totally got off of social media. There are times where I'll get back on. It is a habit, but then I would catch myself and jump off. It's okay to unplug from social media, just completely. For me, everything that's going on, I'm seeing a lot of positive stuff, but sometimes you see negative stuff. And so whenever you're down or low vibe, you don't want to put yourself in that position of watching things or reading things that are low vibe. The other thing that I did, I actually did an energy cleanse. You can actually find things on YouTube, on video. There is science behind it. I couldn't tell you the science, but there's certain sound frequencies that can hit a particular level when it comes to your brain frequencies or just an energy frequency around. So I found a couple of videos. I found one that was very soothing, something that can have in the background. Then I kind of just cleansed the energy in my house, and I saged my whole house. I'm a little bit of woo-woo. Some of you may not believe in it, but I use sage to actually really cleanse the air. And then not only did I do that, I kind of cleaned my whole house. One, it gave me something to do with my hands. So try to find a hobby or something you can do with your hands. My sewing machine was broken, so I couldn't really pop on and use my sewing machine. But I found some woodworking projects so I can go to Lowe's and do. But for me, the best I can do this weekend was clean the whole house. And honestly, it really just uplifted the whole energy and vibe in my house and gave me something to do to distract me. The biggest thing I wanted to say is it's okay to be in your feelings, to feel what you feel, because it's actually not good to not go through the grieving process or anger process, whatever it is. So acknowledge your feelings. There's actually science. I'll find the article so I can share with all of you guys that if we hold in our emotions, hold in anger, hold in shame, hold in any of that, it actually develops into our cells, and it can manifest in illness or physical illness. It could be aches and pains in our lower back or any of our body parts. It can manifest in actual illnesses. And so it's really important to actually work through your feelings and some great tips to do that is you can pick up journaling. There are a ton of journal prompts. I'm trying to work through some journal prompts like that you guys can download that I can share for specific things that in your life. So maybe it's about building confidence, maybe it's about going through the grieving process, maybe it's trying to find your process, but there are definitely journal prompts that you can put out there. Sometimes it's just putting on some music, go into a quiet place and just brain dump all of your feelings. And then you never have to like look back at it again. So that's the thing about journaling. You don't have to go back and read it. You can burn it, throw in the trash. But it's important to be able to express yourself in a way like that. When things are going hard or going wrong in your life, like I said, working with your hands and after working through your emotions, it's really important to get physical. So I made sure to do 10,000 steps and work out. Me cleaning the whole house kept me super active. It could be going for a run. That helps a lot of people clear their heads. Maybe it's exercising. It's a way to exert some of that energy, built up energy or feelings in your body outwardly. Some people go boxing, whatever you need to do, but go and get physical. It's a little too hot out here for me to go for a walk here in Arizona. But if you live in an apartment and you have a gym there, try to go check that out. If you can wake up early enough, or if it's cool enough in the evenings, go for a walk if you can't do anything else. If anything, put on a YouTube videos of songs that you like or your favorite Spotify playlist and just dance and like be in your room if you don't want to watch and just be silly and goofy and dance. But exerting some energy like that, it's going to help you clear your mind and put you back in a good vibration, but helping you work through the process. I'm still kind of grieving, so I'm taking it easy on myself this week, but I'm still getting back to work because it's something I enjoy and that's helpful for me. Maybe taking a couple of days off of work, if you are able to, can be helpful for you. So think about those things. It's journaling. It's okay to be in your emotions as long as you don't stay in there. That's the important thing. It's all about working through those emotions, whatever they might be. So it's important not to just stay in there, and it's important to not just ignore your feelings because they can get bottled up. And staying active. So finding some type of activity, even if it's only for 15 or 30 minutes, do it. Call your friends and see if you guys can do something, even if it's on Zoom, and maybe you do a joint workout together. Something to keep you active and kind of physically exert all of that. I swear by, number 4, I swear by taking Epsom salt baths. It's magnesium. There's a lot of people who don't like baths. If you don't like baths, there are magnesium supplements to help you. A lot of our emotions that we have fatigue, stress, anxiety, a lot of us don't get enough magnesium in our diet. And I'm hoping to find a nutritionist to come and share, but we don't in general. But magnesium is going to be helpful in lowering your anxiety, lowering your stress, and keeping you at a cool, calm, like level to help you. Sometimes when we go through things in our life, and it can be something as small, but it'll trigger stress triggers in us. And what's the word? I think it's not thyroid. Adrenal glands can get flared up. And so a lot of times that we often always feel fatigue, and it's something called adrenal fatigue. It's because we're always in a stressed mode and we don't know how to be calm. So finding ways to kind of release some of that energy and calming us will help us work through when things go wrong in life and business. It's all about building that resilience so we can be able to bounce back and work through. So look at things like magnesium, taking magnesium supplements, or an Epsom salt bath. Another great supplement, it's an herb, it's called ashwagandha. Definitely helps. Hey, Pamela, thanks for joining. Ashwagandha definitely helps with lowering the anxiety, lowering the stress, and keeping you calm at night. Another thing is having rituals, like a nighttime ritual where you can like kind of power down like a computer. So maybe it's journaling at night before you go to bed. Maybe it's having chamomile tea and reading a book before you're going to bed. Try not to get on screen before you're going to bed so you can at least get a good night's sleep. It's already when things are going wrong in your life, it's already going to be tough for you to sleep, but sticking to those routines will be helpful for you in working through a lot of those emotions. So if you just popped on, you can catch the replay. I'm kind of working through some things that you can use or implement if you're working through tough things in your life and business. That way you can stay resilient and be able to pop back. And another thing that even if you're by yourself in business is really setting up your business that can either be on autopilot. So you really should think about different products or services or other streams of income that can come into your business to make money while you're not there. So if you don't have those in place, start implementing those in place. I know I'm putting a few things together myself. When it comes to business, it's okay to take a few days off, even though it feels like the end of the world. You need to take care of you because at the end of the day, if there's no you, there's no business. So think about that first. It's more detrimental that if you're not taking care of yourself and working through tough times in your life, so that way you can come back, that's going to be more detrimental. Another thing to really think about is when you are a business owner and you're out here putting yourself out here, you are a leader. It's okay to take time off. And you don't owe anyone really an explanation. But for me, it was really important to realize that I'm going to be a leader. I am a leader in my own community. And so informing my community of what was going on, I didn't give them a bunch of details. Informing you guys here on Instagram and Facebook is I need to take the weekend off and I need to cancel coffee chat. One, there's a lot of people who may not comment. They may not watch your lives, but they come and watch later. Maybe they follow you on just your email list. Keeping them informed is just a respectful thing. And people will give you grace if you show up. And to me, it's about showing care and respect to my audience, regardless if they bought from me or not. So that's why I informed them. It's not so much about caring. Well, because I got told by a lot of you guys to not to worry about them, but I do because I care. So it's me just showing my audience that I care. So think about those things and really start putting yourself first. And the biggest thing that I learned is I started this business because I wanted to create a certain type of life. And I'm so happy that I had certain things in place in order for me to be able to take that time off and still have people stick with me and not worry about anything going on. But that I still overwork myself. I'm still catching myself doing that and not resting enough. So big things right now is making sure you're implementing some me time already in your schedule. It's okay if you have your schedule packed, but write in some breaks, write in some you time, take a day off completely. That's you. That's not business, not anything, and spend some time with family. This Wednesday, I'm going to be moving my live stream to the morning because I'm going to spend the rest of the day with the husband because we haven't taken a trip just ourselves in 2 years, almost a year and a half, I should say, our honeymoon. And not that we can go travel somewhere, but we're just going to take a day trip and just kind of get out of the house and change up a routine to help, one, with our mental health, and two, just to reconnect. So think about those things. You don't always have to be working hard. It's all about working smarter, and that's what I help with you guys. So I'm really excited about the Employee to CEO Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge, things that you can start implementing right now to get your business set up for profitability and streamlined so you don't always have to work in it. And that way you don't forget to work on it. So that got moved to the very last week of June, I believe June 29th. It's a Monday. I'm going to be sharing more details starting tomorrow. And so I'm going to share with you guys all the things that I've kind of learned in the past 4 years and beyond on how you can start setting up your business to where when things go wrong, it's still running and there's no problems and you don't have to worry about working 60 to 80 hours all the time. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite tools to help me stay consistent on social media. It's called Social Bee. So I'll be sharing that. It's not a tutorial, but I'm kind of do a rundown overview of what the tool is and how I use it. And Wednesday, again, I'm going to be moving it all the way up to the morning time instead of 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I need to figure out what time we're leaving, so I'll keep you guys posted here. Tomorrow on Periscope and YouTube, and on Facebook and Instagram, I'll make sure to post that in my stories. But we're going to talk about, there seems to be a big question of how do we address social issues when we're a business owner? I know a lot of people say not to mix business and politics, but sometimes things aren't politics. So we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. Thursday is Ask Me Anything. So you have any questions about business, mindset, anything else, come drop them in my DM in the comments. I'll make sure to answer them, or you can catch me live and ask them then. And Friday we'll resume coffee chats again. So thank you all for popping on with me. I'm still kind of recovering and getting back to work and catching up, but I'm happy. Is the restaurant open? No, Pamela, I did not open the restaurant. I had a catering company, and right now with COVID, it has been a little tough there's not a lot of events here in town. So what we're focusing on is just selling some baked goods in the meanwhile, supporting the community as much as we can, and slowly figure out how we can get back into gear as things are slowly starting to open up. So yeah, I hope to see you guys here tomorrow again. I'll be back on at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. And you guys, hope you had a great day. If I missed any tips for you guys, you have tips, drop in the comments. I love to learn new things and be able to share. But have a good day. Bye, guys.